I've been playing video games for a while now. Most of my life, to be honest. And in that time, I've learned a few things. And I don't just mean where secret items are located or where warp zones are. I learned that just like people, games have flaws. That what you see on the outside may contain something very different within. That doesn't make them any better or worse, it just makes them unique or one of a kind. But some games and people just suck, and there's no sugarcoating it. I learned how to sharpen my skills. Getting familiar with gaming controls and a ton of trial and error helped my hand-eye coordination over time. Recognizing patterns, listening for the music to change, checking my stats or what's in my inventory, all helped with game management and made me a better player. I learned to take chances. Risky jumps, opening secret doors, hell, just grabbing a game off the shelf at Stewart's based on its box art was a gamble. I've said this plenty of times before, but I think it bears repeating. People love the unknown. They instinctually want to discover, to see things they've never seen, hear new and wonderful music, and obtain something that seems so far beyond their grasp that when they do get it, the moment is cherished and becomes a core memory that helps fuel their desires for even more discoveries. I learned about the value of things. When I got games as gifts or even saved up and bought them myself, I learned how important it was to take care of my games and how valuable they were. And sometimes it wasn't about the monetary value. Games given to me by family and friends meant a lot and became an important part of my collection. I learned about research. Yeah, as a kid, you don't call it research, you just call it looking stuff up. But gaming magazines and instruction books were sacred. Getting intel from friends and family on games, or even watching someone play a game that you've been working on and seeing their failures and successes and learning from those. I learned to conquer my fears. When you're young and inexperienced, bosses aren't just some annoying pixelated obstacles. They can be terrifying. They tower over you and have powers that can dominate any normal human being. They can create an atmosphere of panic and confusion because you have no idea what they're about to unleash on you. I learned about teamwork. Yeah, having two players confined to one screen can get overwhelming, but with time and understanding, you learn how to work together, and enemies that seem to be insurmountable fall easily under the command of you and your partner. I learned how much people love video games. The gaming community reaches far into the horizon, and this particular niche of it that I celebrate here is pretty dang big as well. The NES is a special subculture all its own and is credited for not only reviving the video game industry, but also for starting franchises that are legendary and still continue to be enjoyed today. I learned about patience. They say patience comes with time, and yes, it took me getting out of my adolescence to appreciate that if I focused and understood there was more than one way to get by an enemy or obstacle, I can achieve what I set out to do. Getting angry does nothing to help. And besides, I was supposed to be playing these games to have fun and relax, right? I learned to never give up. Games give you extra lives and continues for a reason. There's energy and health to gather along the way, and items and weapons that help you become stronger, faster, and better prepared. If you gave up, you'd never discover these things or learn what they do. You need to push forward because that next try could be the one that makes all the difference. But out of all these things I've learned, from the cheat codes to the glitches, the maps and secret weapons, and making the same jump 1,000 times to help with speedrunning, the most important thing I've learned is that I want to keep learning. That's the whole reason I started this. I want to know more about this thing I fell in love with so many years ago. And now I have this incredible opportunity to not only learn for myself, but learn with all of you. We get to share with one another what we've learned, and that is priceless. So stay with me, and let's continue to learn together. Thank you for watching.